Provincial Director Jhon Azarcon. Ato ni pamangkoton si Sir Ace kung kahapon wala sir nga nag-report ang mga 5 SP members out of 8 lang na suspend ka ombudsman dito sa may session. Tapos kung pwede ko nung kasanda maka-report tungod nga may banning man ka dyan kang gusto sa ano lang sa pag-implement na ka mga suspension order. So ano mahambal mo dyan kay answer by?
Yes, no. Actually, we received information kahapon that several SP members, no, affected by the suspension order were at the legislative building, no. On the contention nga may ilang communication or comment nga ginhatag or position paper nga sa padala or gin-submit sa aton presiding officer sa kay Vice Governor Dinosta, stating among others, no, we were provided with the copy that gina-emphasize nga ang prohibitions of the Omnibus Election Code at the same time sang resolution COMELEC resolution 11059, no, in which nga naghambal nga wala sang suspension nga sarang ma-implement during the election period. Now we were also informed that the Vice Governor would be referring the matter sa DILG, no. Now, as far as DILG is concerned, those are the only information that we have gathered, and the information siguro nga the no session was conducted yesterday for lack of quorum, no. On Monday ang session schedule. Now, as far as the contention of the 8 SPs are concerned in their position paper, no, we really defer it to the wise decision of the COMELEC, considering that the restrictions, if we are all aware of, the restrictions are based on the election code, no? The Omnibus Election Code and COMELEC Resolution 11059. Now, if there is any office that would best interpret these provisions, it would be the COMELEC. However, kung tanawan natin, ang ilang letter was addressed to the Vice Governor and not to the COMELEC. So it is now up to the office of the Vice Governor to make the official inquiry to the office of the COMELEC, no, as far as the contention of the 8 SPs is concerned.
So meaning, sir, the office of the Vice Governor will be asking the DILG and the COMELEC to attend the session, or?
That's what I was informed, no, as I have also seen during the interview of the Vice Governor, that he will be referring the letter to COMELEC and the DILG. Until as of now, as of this afternoon, we have not yet received an official inquiry from the office of the Vice Governor. However, as early as now, we are giving the advice that it would be best to directly consult or refer the inquiry to the COMELEC, they being the proper office to interpret the provisions of the election code.
So sir, last time sa interview naman kanino, nagambal ka, nagsubmit ka kang gin-refer mo ang ibang mga issues sa national. So ano ko rin ang status katong mga
yes, no, as I've mentioned in the previous naton nga engagement, as early as March 20, we already forwarded our inquiry to the Regional Legal Service and ultimately to the Central Office Legal Service. I have just conferred with the regional attorney, and I was informed that the central office is already aware of the situation, and they are already into their respective research, no, as far as the basis and the items in our inquiry is concerned. So we reiterated, no, that we would really appreciate if the central office legal service and the regional office legal service would provide us with the necessary advice as early as possible. If we can have it within this week or within, the soonest time possible, it would be very much appreciated.
So while waiting for the resolution na itugurok ng COMELEC, so on the other side, the DLG will continue, sir, sa pag-find resolution man na naging start natin last week.
Yes, sir. As far as we're concerned, no, ang aton nga proseso sa pag secure sang legal advices and legal opinions ang aton nga legal service is already ongoing. Pending man iya sang proseso sang COMELEC sa pag-determine sang kung na-receive na nila, no, pag-determine nila sang validity or sang weight sang contention man sang mga SP members naton.
With that, attorney, sir, kasan ko ayhan kita makabuat sa feedback?
I cannot just provide with exact date, no, but ang akon lang gid mapasalig sa aton nga mga viewers and listeners is that as far as this issue is concerned, DILG is monitoring it on a daily basis with the central office actually. Na include na naton sa aton daily schedule, no, to check with the central office on every morning. Even simple discussions lang with the aton legal service so that we are provided with the proper guidance man on how to approach the issue. No, but as far as of course we cannot speak in behalf of the COMELEC, neither could we speak in behalf of the Ombudsman. No, all we know is that the position paper of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan members have been forwarded to the Vice Governor, and we have yet to determine if the Office of the Vice Governor has referred it to the COMELEC.
Sir, what are the possible scenarios sa next natin session kan SP sa Monday, for example, kung may dagit man ng COMELEC na monitor, what would be ang possible scenario na, sir?
No, if there are actually so many possible scenarios. One would be na-receive na ni COMELEC but wala pa nila masabat. That would still put us in a more or less similar situation as what we have now. Another scenario would be nga ang aton mga SPs would stand by their contention and attend the session. Okay, that's one possible scenario. No, another possible scenario is they will also await the decision or the comment or the findings of the COMELEC and not attend the session. Therefore, we will have no session for lack of quorum. No, those are possible scenarios. That's why we are hoping, very much hopeful, nga as early as possible, or if possible within the week, no, a sort of a resolution, official decision or official position of the COMELEC will be provided, no, so that we somehow ma-settle man natin ang issue as far as the attendance or the suspension or of the SPs is concerned.
So sir, ang mga SPs, although gusto din nila mag-attend on the Monday session, so ano ang panugyan mo sa ilabay?
Actually, ang aton man nga ma-advise, no, is of course the most prudent thing to do would be to wait for the official pronouncements from the concerned constitutional body. No, that is COMELEC. Because as I have mentioned earlier, the prohibition on the imposition of suspensions during election period is a provision of the Omnibus Election Code and reiterated by COMELEC Resolution 11059. In which case, as I have said, the best office to interpret the provisions of these laws is the COMELEC. Now, if the communication or the letter to the Vice Governor has already been transmitted to the COMELEC, of which we don't have any idea right now, no? Ang aton lang is if we could have the decision or the comments man, no, or the position man sang appropriate agency on the matter, so that our sanggunian panlalawigan could also be advised properly kung anong actions nga ila i-take. No, but as far as DILG, we are not in the position, no, to say that they should report or they should not report to work. No, we still yield to whatever the official interpretations of the provisions as far as this particular case is concerned.
Given, sir, wala agi nagpagawa ng resolution ng COMELEC, so nag-insist si under mga SP members na mag-attend sa session. What if the other side hindi pag-i-honor ang possible yan nga hindi pag-i-honor kang Vice Governor ang attendance ng SPs?
Again, no, as I've said, there are so many possibilities. Those are possible scenarios. But I think in the interest of public service, no, each of the sides should prudently consider man sang aton mga provisions of law, ano ang legal stance ang kada side, no, before any action nga aton himuon. But again, those are possible scenarios, and that we cannot just preempt, no, and we cannot even actually tawag sa niya, we cannot even actually predict what might happen. And along that line, no, hindi man natin pwede pangunahan gid, no. We don't want to insinuate things, especially sa amon ni kasensitibong mga bagay. That's why ang amon position now is to wait for the official pronouncements of the concerned agencies.
PD, how about sa mga replacement? May paghimuron? May guidance kami mo ang inyong higher office?
Now, as far as the replacements are concerned, no, we will just commence action on or initiate action as far as replacement is concerned once this has been settled. Ang aton naman sinirason is that if the suspension will take effect, then there will be vacancies, temporary vacancies. If the suspension will not take effect, there will be no vacancy. So there will be no need for replacement. That's why ang aton action as far as replacement is concerned is dependent on the resolution of the issue, whether ma-effect ang suspension o kung hindi.
Pero padayon sa status quo lang natin, naka-standby lang ang ating replacement just in case
Now, the replacements will, as far as the duha ang categories ng replacements naton nga matabo. Now, one replacement will be for the ex-officio members, which is, we could say mas the easier way, the easier process, in which only the vice presidents, no, kay predetermined na kung sino ang vice presidents, kilala na kung sino na sila. We will just facilitate the documents and submit it to the secretary for his designation. What we anticipate nga medyo ma-delay kita or may delay will be with the political parties, because there is an extra step, no, which is for the political party to determine or to nominate whoever they want to sit as a replacement SP member. So usually, per experience, that's the part which takes most of the time. Because once we get the nomination from the political parties and we forwarded the document to the Secretary of DILG, the issuance of designation will just follow in a matter of days. Ang aton lang is for the political parties to first nominate, determine whom they want to sit as a replacement SP member, no, before we can process it to the central office.
So for clarification lang, sir, for example, sa mga LNB, sa mga leader ng barangay, for replacement, automatic ma-assume na kung makonvene pa ang members ng board ng leader?
No, because they already have a vice president, a sitting vice president. So by order of succession, no, by law of succession, it will be the vice president who will take over the responsibilities of the president in case of his incapacity. which is a suspension is a form of temporary incapacity.
So there's no need.
So there's no need na nga mag-convene pa sila. As I have said, we all have already predetermined kung sino ang mga replacements ng ex officio members because they have their existing set of officers.
Another consideration is my political party, sir. Election is coming pala. Kasi may bago pag sa set ng mga officers, ng mga elected officers nila.
Ang aton nga mga ex officio?
Hindi, ang mga elected officials.
No, elected officials hindi man affected ang aton barangays. No, as far as the representation is concerned, ang aton ex officio members nga possibly be affected no by the replacement as a replacement will be the PCL, the Councilors League. Ang aton yang liga ng mga barangays and sangguniang kabataan, hindi pa man sila due for election, so they will sit as is. The officers elected will remain until the end of their term, no? So most probable ang aton ex officio member nga maapektuhan would be the PCL president because municipal officials, sangguniang bayan members are included in this midterm election, no? So but just the same no, as far as this replacement is concerned, no, we are looking at the replacement for this term only, for the unexpired term pa man lang, no? From today until June 30, 2025, wherein the term of this present term of office will end, no? So that's the replacement that we are looking at right now. Now, when and if the ex officio member for PCL is still qualified by the next term, at the start of the next term, no, he or she could still be considered as replacement. But if the replacement PCL president, no, that temporary replacement for the PCL president as ex officio member has lost or has exited government service or has lost in the election wherein he is no longer a PCL president, then we will go back to their bylaws if they have an holdover capacity until their successors have been elected, or if they have lost in the election, no, if they have lost in the election, if they are still, we will still go back to their bylaws if they will still be considered to their present position in the PCL even if they have lost in the election. So again, it's dependent on the bylaws of these leagues, no? But as far as we're concerned, ang aton ginaistoryahan subong nga replacement is for the remainder of this term until June 30, 2025.
Last na lang din, sir. May ask, sir, sa mga may political parties pala, sir, what come if nagdaang sanda in their respective lang mga position, ano ang matabo sa ilang suspension?
Now, that's another question. That's another very tricky question. Actually, it's part of the inquiry nga ginsubmit na naton sa Central, and as of this moment, no, wala pa kita sang categorical nga sabat because one among the questions nga gin-raise naton is that kung ang SP member subong nga gin-penalize na re-elect siya to the same position, will the suspension still remain or will still take effect sa bag-o nga term? No, that's one question. Another question is kung ang SP member subong nga gin-penalize naglansar sa iban nga posisyon kag nagdaog siya, no, will the suspension still take effect considering nga hindi na siya sanggunian panlalawigan member but an elected official in another category, in another position, no? And another question nga gin-raise man naton is in case nga ang SP member nga gin-penalize decides to retire, go out of government service, what happens to the the penalty, no, in which case ginahambal dito kung hindi na siya ma-penalize for 1 year, magabayad siya sang multa in the amount of corresponding to 1 year salary. Now, considering nga na-serve or gin-serve or na-effect ang suspension from now until the end of term, will he still be obliged to pay the 1 year equivalent considering nga naserbihan niya man ang portion? No, those are parts of the questions nga gin-raise naton. And hopefully we can have the response of the legal service as soon as possible.
Legal service of
Both the regional DILG and the central legal service. We can only for now, as far as we're concerned, we can only consult our own legal service. No, we are precluded from asking the opinion of other agencies, no, particularly sa mga legal matters nga pareho din.
So for clarification lang based sa natin, just in case si Commission on Elections nag-delay na sa resolution na with regards sa ginimo ang letter ng mga SP members, so nag-delay na wala na pagwa na yung resolution regards sa mga nga issue. Ang balang ni DILG ng mga resolution na ginahigo mapadayon bala na or mahilat dito ka decision ni Comelec?
Although the question ay highly speculative siya. Now, in case, which I doubt man no, nga mag-delay si Comelec, no? But in case no, nga wala pa decision si Comelec, no, and DILG already has its opinion, we will just present our opinion. No, we will just present our opinion for the appreciation of all parties. If Comelec would accede to our opinion, so be it. If they will not accede and they will provide their own, so be it. No, of course kami long-standing na muna siyang gina-emphasize gid nga during election period, especially on election matters, we yield to the decision of the Comelec.